Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a puzzle from the calculation book by Jacob Aagard today. White is Chris Dorrington and black is Stephen Shea Gordon. And um, the goal of this puzzle is to draw, and it's white to move. You guys should pause the video and take a look for yourself. Okay, so the first thing that comes to mind is black's rook is attacking on e4. Black's queen is also attacking on e3, and black's pawn is very far advanced on c4, which could be a problem. And the first thing you have to look at is checks. And obviously knight takes f6 check doesn't work because just queen takes e3 check, queen takes e3, and rook takes e3. So we have to look for other forcing moves, because if we just move the knight out of the way, let's say here, black just takes on e3 and will probably win this endgame due to his passed pawn on c4. So the answer is rook takes f6 because, well, we're only trying to draw here. So after black plays g takes f6, we play knight takes f6 check. And if king h8, we just take on e8. You see, we're attacking the rook on f8, and we're also attacking the rook on, the bishop on f7 with our rook. So if bishop takes, well, white just wins mate in 1. If rook takes, we take on f7. The best thing that black can do is just take on e3 check, where this just simplifies to a draw. Despite being up a pawn, this endgame is a draw, because after rook takes a3, rook takes c4, this is a 2-on-1 rook and pawn endgame, which is just a draw. Okay, and if king g7, well, now we have to consider our options. Knight takes e8 check looks promising. Queen g5 check is also another option, because we have to look at the checks first, right? So knight takes e8 is the most forcing. Black has to take with the rook, because if bishop takes, the same thing again, queen takes f8, and probably just mate in like 3. I think this might not be the fastest way to mate, but it's still mate. Yeah. So rook takes e8 has to be played, and then after queen d4 check, white should be drawing. Because, okay, yeah, if queen g5 check, there was king f8. But after queen d4 check, if black plays king g8, we just play queen g4. Oh, wait, no, we don't play queen g4. Play rook takes f7, wow. And then, apparently this is a draw. But the more simpler solution that I found was just queen g5 check. Bishop g6 has to be played, otherwise after king h8, there's knight takes e8, and we're just exploiting this pin, because after rook takes e8, we play queen f6, and we just win. And if bishop takes, obviously, mate in 1. So queen g6 check, the only way for black to survive is to block with the bishop going to g6, and now we have to resist the urge to play knight takes e8 check, where after rook takes e8, black would just be up a bishop, and after queen f6 check, king g8, there are no more checks, so there's no draw for white. So we play knight h5 check here. If king h8, there's just mate in 4. Pause the video and see if you can find it. Yeah, so the answer is rook takes f8 check, rook takes f8, queen e5 check, rook f6, and then queen takes f6 check, king g8, queen g7 check. And okay, if king g8, now we just have a draw here. Pause the video and see if you can find the drawing sequence. It's just a perpetual check at the end. Rook takes f8 check, rook takes f8, queen d5 check, if bishop f7, is queen g5 check, and we just keep repeating this. And obviously if king h8, we just checkmate black like this, as I just showed you before. And if rook f7, we play queen d8 check. Black's king has nowhere to move, so black has to play rook f8. And we just continue this endless cycle of checks, and we end up getting a draw. And one last thing that I looked at was what happens if black plays rook takes c4. This is just a small tactic, but it's important to know. White wins with the rook takes f7, and after rook takes f7, there's just queen c8, check followed by mate shortly after. So this puzzle, it's pretty hard, I guess. I'd say this tactic is around 2200, 2300 rating, and hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and see you next time. Also, if you want the PGN file for this puzzle, subscribe and send me an email at mhjf2015@gmail.com.